Okay, we're live here. Welcome to Infinite Blue Studios. Me, Alex S. Gabor, as the producer of the Alex S. Gabor Show. So, got the lights going. Ah, that's too much. And you can't really see this guy here. Because the lights are in his face. Okay, so this here, this one, yeah, that video there, that one right there, is about Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. They're having a yap. So I came up with this intro to my video. Don't forget to watch the Alex Gabor Show. It'll make your hair stand up and your eyes pop out. Anyway, this video I'm actually listening to because it was hit with a copyright claim. And I asked this question on Quora at the YouTube 500 space, which is where I'm going to syndicate these videos and see how we do with Quora. You can get a subscription to Quora for free if you're a member of the University of Freenomics or any other organization sponsored by them. But anyway, so we got this copyright claim on this video back here. And I asked Quora, and Steve Thomas on Quora submitted it on Friday, and I didn't get it till today. So I'm adding it to the YouTube. I also invited him to be a contributor to the story. And I'm looking at his answer here, and it says, why can't you have a copyrighted video already published on YouTube running in the background while you make your own original video as commentary on that video under fair use laws? What is fair use of copyright materials? So that's what I asked. See? And so Steve Thomas comes back with, you guys can go to Quora and check that question out. I can open the question in a different tab, and I can ask 25 people about copyright fair use law. How's that? So we're asking people who've answered at least 4 times the question related to copyright fair use. Then I go over to copyright infringement. I'm looking at that, and I see, here's somebody that has 61 answers, 41 answers. Patent agent, Konstantinos Konstantinides. Wow, what a name. Greek for sure. Anyway, so I'm asking 25 people on Quora about this question. Why can't you have a copyrighted video already published on YouTube running in the background while you make your own original video as commentary on that video under fair use laws? What is fair use of copyrighted materials? So this is related to YouTube videos and their policies about copyright and copyright strikes. So this video here got a strike. So I'm not playing any of the sound because we're not using Joe Rogan's voice. We're not using Elon Musk's voice. But I'm listening to the story right here on this phone. And so here's Steve Thomas, the only guy who answered the question. I had one day to accept or reject his answer. And I'm going to upvote his answer and thank him, I think. Well, at least I'm going to bookmark it. And then I played this music of this person on this video here. And it's already on YouTube. And I have permission from the copyright owner, but I don't know where to disclose that. So anyway, he says, because it's not fair use, not for reproduction. Okay, we're good. Huh. It says, because that is not fair use, it's using a copyrighted work as part of your work. And for that, you have to get permission and pay. So I have to get permission and to pay. This doesn't make sense to me. I have to get permission and pay Joe Rogan and his company that represents him to critique his discussion with Elon Musk. So without further ado, we're going to watch here and listen here and explain what I'm talking about. It says, don't read too much into fair use, quote unquote, part. People always tend to think what they're doing falls under fair use when mostly that's not true. Now, does this even answer the question? What is fair use of copyrighted materials? I don't think he answered the question, but I'm going to read it anyway. Look at it from the other side. You make a video and it's a professional video of original work that you are monetizing on some really high paying platforms. Okay, Joe Rogan is getting $100 million for Spotify, not for YouTube. What's he getting from YouTube? Nothing, hardly. That's probably why he went to Spotify. Anyway, it says you're making money. It's great. So can I use it on my channel and you not get anything out of it? Under fair use, maybe I get 10 million views and make a lot of money. It's okay if you don't get anything from me using your videos and adding just a few on-screen comments to it, right? A key to this sort of thing is the copyrighted work has to be incidental to your work, not an integral part of it. So here's another example, a shot of a work of art on a wall, just as the camera is panning by, and that has nothing to do with the scene or the character. A piece or set decoration might be fair use or might not. A shot of the character, an art dealer commenting on the painting and talking about using it in a showing, making it a major set piece is not fair use because it's not incidental, it's part of the show, that sort of thing. So he's trying to, and this guy, he's a small business consultant. So I read your answer on this YouTube video. So then I will go to YouTube video. Does Putin think in or outside the box? See, I get some really weird questions from people. All I got to do. Hey, where's my video? I put it, there it is. So I'm going to send him a link to the video I'm doing right now. And he'll get it later. But I send it on my comment page, paste. Bam. Alex S. Gabor's post in the YouTube 500. So that's how Quora works. And I already asked 25 people this question, so we're done with it. Now, this is it. See, I don't even know if you can see this guy. See, you can't really see it. But I'm going to have to figure out how to clip the original material out of this video. And this is my fourth attempt. doing this, so I need some help. You people on YouTube, you 238 subscribers. What's this mean? Slow mode is on. Send a message every 30 seconds. Well, hello, people. Well, hello, people. One person liked it. Guess who? Me. Send. Okay, well, hello, people. So here's where I'm at. So Victoria Barnett is a musician. And this guy's drinking orange raspberry juice. I think it's on the wrong side. Or maybe we take this off. Is that better? No. That's worse. Okay, how do we fix this? We don't fix it. Oh. Participants. There's no participants here, see? So how do you, here's a question for you Quorans and you YouTubers. Copy. Add a question. How do you convert 238 subscribers on YouTube into paying subscribers on other platforms? See, there's this song, you got to hear this song. Let's see, this one's not copyright. Okay. This is what I'm listening to in the earphones. I hear this again. That's Victoria in the background, and this video is on another video, the song. And I can't understand the words on this song, but I see you haven't heard anything about Elon Musk other than what I've said. So how could this video that I'm doing now become a copyright violation? We're going to find out. But this song is being used on a short that I created. Dang it.
Really loud.
Okay, I'm turning it off.
God, I hope so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Trying to sleep here.
Really loud. Like I said, this is my fourth attempt. That's why we have to have the earphones in. God, it's really loud. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work here. See, I have Maybe I should put that one. Okay, let's finish this question. So I just asked the question, how do you convert 238 subscribers on YouTube into paying subscribers on other platforms? So Quora is a platform that is a fundraiser for the Infinite Freedom Foundation of King County in Seattle. Okay. So now I've asked that question in 12 spaces. I added it to the YouTube 500, which only has 71 followers, and I have 238 subscribers. So we're really learning. This is a long learning curve because I spent 2 hours on this video here, and 98% of it should not be a copyright violation, but we'll figure this out, how it works. We'll figure it out. Okay, so where did I ask this question? Request. So now I'm listening to Elon Musk and Joe Rogan here. And they're going to be talking about the Boring Company. And I've proposed to get Freda and build a gigafactory out here for drones for the Pentagon. Yeah, see how that turns out. So I'm asking questions on Quora here. And I'm going to that's where Joe Rogan and Elon Musk are talking about their flamethrowers that he came out with. Gimmicks, marketing gimmicks. Elon Musk has 75 million followers on Twitter. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. I'm getting an echo. Oh, that's right. There's a 3-second lag. Now, I don't know who made those pictures in the room. I know this is my image, and this little guy here is my image, but they're not really coming through clear, so we got a slight artistic production problem here. But ask yourself, what is your time worth? What is your time worth? Well, I spent 2 hours on this, and so far I've spent, God, I don't know. Let me see. I've been on here for 20 minutes. Now, 20 minutes. I used to earn $3,600 an hour. Believe it or not. And if Joe Rogan and Elon Musk came to me today and asked me for advice, Oh, we're getting an echo. We have to mute this. There. Get a feedback. Okay. So I could probably set this up so I could listen to it here. Not coming through very clear. So this is where I start talking about or listening to Joe Rogan and Elon Musk talking about the flamethrowers and rockets and his innovations. The flamethrower was this quote, according to Elon Musk, an off the cuff thing, but they sold them out. So tunnels, talk about tunnels. They have a merchandise section, so they sell merchandise, Tesla cars, roofs, tunnels, brain implants. Oh, and then they sold hats. I got a free hat when I opened up a bank account. And then I closed the account because it was not as good as the one I had. So that's me putting on. Look at that. It's not really synced. I said, instead of making a flamethrower, see, this doesn't come through as easily. See, 3 cameras. So Elon Musk people he tells his people, don't buy it, and they buy it. Don't buy the flamethrower, they buy it. Don't buy Bitcoin, they buy it. Don't buy Dogecoin, they all buy it. Don't buy pennies. Tell them don't buy pennies. They sold out in 4 days. I'm working on the lights, okay? Bear with me. There's nobody here anyway. 25 minutes into this. 20,000 flamethrowers at $500 each. Hold on, let me do some math. And Rogan says, how do you have time to do that? Well, how do I have time to do this? Time management. Nothing I do is timed. It's all spontaneous. So now they're telling everybody, okay, It wasn't actually a flamethrower, and it's not a flamethrower. And yet they sold out in 4 days just because Elon Musk was promoting it. So I said in the previous video that he may have lied to customs and sent real flamethrowers, but no, he didn't. But right now he could probably send some flamethrowers to the Ukraine and they could use those. Instead, he put up Starnet over there, power walls and whatever. So that's a good thing, help the people that are being attacked. Why not figure out what the cause of the war was and get to the bottom of it and make peace? Of course, Elon Musk has had his problems with Putin and Biden. Isn't that interesting? And it's this incredible video. I don't know if you can hear this.
Kuwait, where both
This is from The Israel Lobby and U.S. Foreign Policy by John J. Mearsheimer. Mearsheimer? Mearsheimer. It's hard to pronounce. Mearsheimer? I don't know. But this is him talking about
other influential
Bush,
Israelis like former Prime Ministers Ehud Barak and Benjamin Netanyahu also
Netanyahu.
implored the United States to take down Saddam. In fact, Israel was pushing
And
so
they're
hard
saying that Israel was behind taking down
Israel's
Saddam.
allies in the United States
So
warned
Bush
Israel
was a
officials
hitman for
to tone
Israel?
down
Is
their
that what you're
rhetoric,
saying?
lest it be seen
I don't know.
as a war
But
for Israel. I might also note that in 2006,
this
former President Bill Clinton
this
said
isn't working here.
every Israeli politician I knew favored a war against Iraq, even if Saddam did not have WMD. The Israeli public was also solidly behind the war, according to a February 2003
Okay, that's enough.
poll. That is 1 month
I
before
put that.
the war started.
It's called The Israel Lobby and U.S. Foreign Policy by John Mearsheimer.
Said that they
This
wanted
guy
the
is,
United States to attack Iraq.
I wish Russell Brand, who I've been watching a lot of lately, who also did a video with Joe Rogan, would do a video about the true cause of the war in the Ukraine. He's over there in Britain. He should have like a unbiased viewpoint, but no, he can't because he lives in a NATO country. So anybody living in a NATO country is pro-Ukraine. Anybody living in a non-NATO country is pro-Russia. So who is pro-Russia? Iraq, Iran, Turkey is, even though it's a NATO country, is kind of leaning toward Russia. And definitely Belarus is pro-Russia because they let them put stuff there. And all of a sudden, Viktor Orban is being real quiet, but he's letting all these Ukrainians in, and Poland is letting all these. And pretty soon there'll be 5, 10, maybe 20 million Ukrainians moved out of the area. And when all these people are away from the potential nuclear blast, that's when the real war is going to start. And the Israel lobby wants to get rid of Putin, wants to get rid of Iran. And this is just the beginning of World War III, folks. So arguing about copyrights and all that, there's bigger fish to fry. Now it looks like we're synced here. Almost synced. So I think we're going to call it. I can't get captions, so I can't read what I'm saying. See if I turn the volume on. See if I turn the volume on. See if I turn the volume on. We're gonna get a echo. We're gonna get a. See, it's like being in a submarine. You hit this bing, bing, bing. So I was trying to get a message to Elon. We got some property here, 1,600 acres. We could build a battery powered drone plant in case World War III needs them. And we could hook up an order from the Pentagon for advance orders on this thing. Bring your boring company here. We'll talk about it. I've been inviting Elon out here for 7 years now, and his stock is not doing well. And he could be using it for a lot higher purposes than what he has been using it for. But what's his next milestone before his next options kick in? That's a good question. Let's ask that question on Quora right now. Go to Quora. We click on ask a question. When, so now I got to turn the light on so I can see. When, oops, got all caps in there. When is the next period when Elon Musk cashes in or converts his next phase of stock options for Tesla stock? See, now this video I listened to for 2 hours, reviewed it a few times. It's like, it's nothing but a bunch of gibberish, really. The other day, he kind of implied on Twitter that he knew who Satoshi Nakamoto was. Samsung, Toshiba, stands for Satoshi. First, it's like an acronym. Motorola, Motorola was this Sakamoto, and then Sak was related to Yoshi Sakamoto or whatever his name is. But you haven't seen him buying more Bitcoin at the prices they're at. And Michael Saylor convinced him to buy those Bitcoins. So I got Infinite Intelligence International. We got Associated Content Services. We have the top 500. Then we have the International Bank Activities Reform Commission, the University of Freenomics, the YouTube 500, The Death of Barbarism, which is a book I wrote in 1967 and never published. And I'm 66 next month. And then I got ABARC, which stands for American Bank Activities Reform Commission. And then there's UBARC. which is the European Bank Activities Reform Commission. And I got everything Budapest, which is where I was born, everything Magyar, which is another language I speak, Church of Infinite Apology, my church that I founded, Snap Change, which is a token, more on that later, and the best penny stocks to turn into Bitcoins. Did you ever think you could turn a penny stock into a Bitcoin? And then I got Alex Gabor space, and we got everything about mortgages. And I just shared that question on all those spaces. But specifically, I want to ask that question on the infinite intelligence space, because in or converts his next phase of stock options for Tesla stock. What is the strike price? Because I have an idea. And if I could just get it in front of these yahoos some way, somehow, maybe something big will happen for everyone, other than this stupid ass Putin, Biden, NATO, Ukraine war. Boomity, boomity, boomity. Who's a hero? He's talking about a hero. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he's talking about cybernetic collectives. Well, we already have a cybernetic collective. It's called the internet. Okay, so Rogan, he says, how many people are obsessed with materialism? And he got $100 million. What did he do with his money? What did Joe Rogan do with his $100 million from Spotify? I just keep coming up with these questions. See, nobody follows the money. They all follow the politics. Rogan says, our job is to be ants and build ant hills. We have to build the ant hill because we're all being labeled ants. Humans are a bootloader for AI. Elon Musk, what a bootloader? What the hell is a bootloader, Elon? God. Google is evil. That's a quote. Enough. See, now I lost track of my question. Oh, yeah. What did Joe Rogan do with the 100 million? He got 100 million, not 1,000. He received from Spotify. Was Joe Rogan worth the 100 million Spotify is offering? Well, where did Spotify get the money to pay Joe Rogan such an expensive $100 million deal. How does Spotify pay Joe Rogan 100 million, but say all content is free? How will they make their money? Ooh, there you go. Let's ask that one. And then let's ask this one. And then let's ask this one. And then let's ask mine. So there's 3 related questions. Spotify. So when Joe Rogan was interviewing Leah Remini, he had a picture of Elvis on this side and Jimi Hendrix on this side. So what was that set up about? Like, is that what do they call marketing, positioning? L. Ron Hubbard wrote an article, a policy on positioning and marketing, a whole bunch of stuff on marketing. Okay, so what did Joe Rogan do with the 100 million he received from Spotify? I'm going to ask that in Associated Content Services and Infinite Intelligence International. And when we get the answer, we'll share it with the University of Freenomics. And let's go for spaces first. See, it's a legitimate question. What did he do with? Oh, he didn't get the 100 million up front, according to this. So let's paste that up. Cannot share this content. Really? So some guy whose name is Vincent Beers, an artist and design consultant, answered this question on February 7th. If Joe Rogan jumps over from Spotify to Rumble for 100 million, will he have to pay back Spotify for the 100 million they gave him? No, because he wasn't given 100 million up front. What he had was Spotify. What he had, this is acting like he had, was a multi-year contract worth an estimated 100 million over the length of the contract. No specifics. Okay. 20 million a year, 5 years. Nobody's telling you. It's not being made public. Well, I'll tell you what, Russell Brand, I'll give you $1 billion contract. Okay. Just get a hold of me, Russell. Comments disabled. So you can't share that question or that answer. So we're learning more here about Quora, how it works. Oh, here's 5 answers. How does Spotify, in addition to their thousands of new users, had already made $5 billion? Spotify already made $5 billion. Okay. Let's put that in the Infinite Intelligence department. How much of 100 million contract has Spotify already paid Joe Rogan? And shouldn't Joe make his tax returns public as a public figure? They like that question, Joe. Okay, I bet she doesn't like that question. We'll make it free. Copy that question and then share this one. See, and Rogan cusses a lot. He just doesn't need to cuss that much. So then they get into this big discussion about artificial intelligence. And this Neuralink is way out in left field. And that's a dead end, really. Okay. Bam. Done with that. Then he talks about cookies. Just accept all cookies. Quit playing with cookies. He's looking for a high bandwidth interface to the brain with Neuralink. It's a bandwidth problem. AI in the Neuralink system serves as a tertiary link to your cortex in your limbic system. Really? He's saying that the limbic system is what's in charge of the body. Hocus pocus. Why are you such a big fan of Joe Rogan? I just asked that question. I'm not even going to add it to my spaces. Most of his fans are like, I would say under 40 years old. So oh, here's a good one. How does Spotify pay Joe Rogan 100 million but say all content is free? How will they make their money? Well, see, I already asked that. So let's see how we do on this live broadcast about Joe Rogan and Elon Musk on posting it on Quora. He's saying the phone is an extension of ourselves. He's saying the phone is an extension of ourselves. That's Elon Musk. He's saying the phone is an extension of ourselves. That's Elon Musk. He's saying the phone is an extension of ourselves. That's Elon Musk. He's saying the phone is an extension of ourselves. That's Elon Musk. He's saying the phone is an extension. Okay, folks. There's nobody here. It's been an hour almost. So. This is going to go nowhere but into the trash. Thanks for watching. We can watch it on Quora. Thank you, all you 238 subscribers.